ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अन्तर्यश्च बहिर्विधूततिमिरं ज्योतिर्मयं शाश्वतं स्थानं प्राप्य विराजते विनमतामज्ञानमन्मूलयन् पश्यन् विश्वमपीदमुल्लसति यो विश्वस्य पारे परः तस्मै श्रीरमणाय लोकगुरवे शोकस्य हन्त्रे नमः। ओम नमो भगवते श्रीरमणाय। श्लोक 9। धिया सहोदेति धियास्तमेति लोकस्ततो धी प्रविभास्य एषः धीलोकजन्म क्षयधाम पूर्णम् सद्वस्तु जन्म क्षयशून्यमेकम्। Beautiful shloka. In connection with previous shloka. What was the previous shloka? That Panchakoshatmakam is the prapancha. Sorry, not Panchakoshat. Pancha Indriyatmakam. World we are seeing means it is only 5 forms. I can only see color, forms. Here means sound. SOUND is a sound. Not the akshara, the sound. See, sound is a sound. So that is ear. Touch. Whatever you touch, a sense of touch is there. We feel through touch. Taste. Anything can go in the 5 sense organs, but taste should not go. Isn't it? Eyes can go, ears can let it go. And let us not touch anything because now Corona, all namaskaras. That is also fine, but this taste should not go. If we have to pray for Bhagavan, if everybody will have to come back. So to Bhagavan, let the tongue be there, as strong as healthy. Isn't it? That is very strong. Anyway, so in connection with that, this shloka very nicely he tells Ahankara and the universe. I will not talk about Ishvara here. Whenever I say universe, you have to add Ishvara also because he is the second and third person. So Ahankara and universe are always interconnected. Keeping the Ahankara intact, you cannot remove universe. Keeping Ahankara intact, universe cannot be removed. It is not possible. Both of them will arise simultaneously. Both of them will resolve simultaneously. There is no question of retaining one and keeping the other or displacing the other. Think. Every day Ramana Maharshi is giving one insight. He says, Ahankara is risen means what? Jagat has also risen. Ishvara also has risen. Just to think on this line. Where is Jagat? How did Jagat rise? How is the Srushti Krama, Sthiti Krama, which elaborately the Shastras describe? The Srushti for Jagat is, the Karta is Ahankara. If Jagat has risen, I the Karta, I the Jiva, I the Ahankara has risen. I have come out. See, now I am seeing all of you. If I am seeing all of you, if you are a Jagat, obviously, because nothing but the Pancha Jnanendriyani, Ahankara has already risen. There is no Jagat without Ahankara. There is no Ishvara without Ahankara. Jagat we can agree. There is no Ishvara without Ahankara is a disturbing statement. But that is the fact. Because as I told yesterday, Karya Jagat is there in front of me. I have to look for Karana Brahma. This Karya Karana Sanghataha can happen only because of I, the Ahankara. He says simultaneously it is rising without knowing. Think. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ವಿ ಬಂತು ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ನಮಗೆ. Some disturbance in the mind. How does Ahankara come every day? Mind will get disturbed. In Kannada, Manassu Spandana. A change in the mind, some kind of disturbance, world has come up. We are seeing the world. World means Ishvara also together. Beautiful. See the shloka. Second line. Lokaha. Lokaha. Go to the first line, second word. Udeti. Lokaha udeti. Lokaha means universe. Universe is equal to samsaraha. Udeti means it rises. How does the world or the samsara rise? Along with that, diya saha. Dhiya saha. Dhi here means ahankara, not buddhi. Dhi is equal to ahankara. This is how Ramana Maharshi he uses. The terms and terminologies for him is different. Dhihi means ahankara here. So how does the samsara rise? Along with the ahankara rises. When ahankara comes up, samsara, the loka also comes up. Udeti. Bhi bhavanaya iti. Bhavana means the notion of I. So you can supply the word aham also, because he has used dhiya, you can replace with aham. Aham bhavanaya diyaha. So therefore means what? World is rising in front of me. Samsara is there in front of me. Means what? Ahankara is already come. I am able to see both together. So the problem for us is not the world. We should not blame the world. We have to blame the ahankara. World, yesterday we saw Jiva Srishti is different from Ishvara Srishti. Problem for us is the ahankara, not the world. Do not blame the world. Why this is happening to me? When will people understand me? Change the sentence. How will I understand the people? How will I understand the world? I can understand world or people or Ishvara better when I understand myself. Understanding myself means knowing what I am. If I have to understand people, then I have to understand ahankara first, because people is part of Jagat, Ishvara is part of Jagat. Understand the ahankara first. Dhiyaha udeti. Lokaha udeti. Samsaraha udeti. All the problems of samsara in Jagrata Avastha, where it is in sleep, where it is in Swapna, not there. In Swapna, there might be some other samsara problem, but not this. धियः उदेति, लोकः उदेति, लोकः अपि उदेति. And when does samsara dissolve? When ahankara dissolves. Diyaha astameti. Diyaha udeti, ahankara udeti, samsara api udeti. Diya astameti, samsara api astameti. Surya natu astameti, udayeti. Surya ahanka, mama surya eva ahankara udeti, astameti. Sun is rising, sun is setting. Who is the sun here? Ahankara eva sun. I get up, create problem. I sleep, prapancha is super. We have to sleep. Where is corona in sleep? So much fear. Abba, Abba. Where is corona in sleep? Where is vaccination? Running after vaccination. Fear. What will happen if I don't take? I am the cause. I should not create trouble to somebody. That is another Dharma Shastra rule. Okay, so I should not become the cause. Anyway, people are dying. You be the cause. What is there? Because of fear that I will die, so that I am using an excuse, that Dharma Shastra excuse. I should not trouble anybody. So I will take 2 injections, I'll be safe. See, Natakam, life is full of Natakam. Worthless people we are. Take injection in sleep also, let us see. Covaxin, Covishield. Take in the sleep. Possible? Then why so much fuss? Swamiji, you will not understand all this. You don't have anybody. We have everybody. Bhagavan has made a person like you only to talk like this. Nothing else, Our prarabdha that we have stuck with you. Think. I am not telling Ramana Maharshi. Samsara is part of Corona also, na? Diyaha, beautiful. Diyaha udeti, ahankara is rising. Everything is coming under my segment of experience. What is happening in South Africa is not coming in my experience. Where all I have linked, where all ahankara has linked, that all segment of experience is coming to me. Ahankara is linked with anatmas, panchakosha. To that extent, I have linked. If you keep your family member next to you, and to how much extent you are there, you have to show him or her next to you. If he's a son, yes, I am there. I am not only here, next to me, if your son or daughter is there, yes, I am there also. My extension is my son, my extension is my daughter. Ahankara is there, it is creating problem. So there is no question of retaining ahankara and dissolving Jagat and Ishvara, or the vice versa. If one has to rise, other two also simultaneously will rise. If one has to go, other two also has to go. Simple statement. In deep sleep, this is natural. What is natural? Resolving ahankara and the effect of Jagat and Ishvara is also not there. That is natural. That is a temporary state. But that has to be there in waking state also. How to do that? Same. Guru Shastra Upadesha, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. This is the permanent solution. Behaving like a sleep person, not in class. Behaving like a sleep person should be the should be the answer, or should be the realization. How effortlessly we sleep, not bothered of anything. That should be the way to live in the Jagrata Avastha. That is the permanent solution. Samsara is beautiful. So much to enjoy. It's not like your life. Same thing morning, afternoon also same, evening also same. We have lot of varieties. You have to go there, go here. We are preoccupied. You are occupied with one thing. Won't you get bored? Yesterday also you told the same thing, different verse. Today also you are telling the same thing, different verse. We have a lot of things. You might ask, or you might think. Ahankara is the villain, but he is acting like a hero. Ahankara is the real villain. He is acting like a hero. But the real hero is somewhere else. Who is that real hero? I, the Atma. He is somewhere hiding. So Ramana Maharshi says, find out that hero. This hero will just go back. So when the Vachyartha Ahankara rises, Lakshyartha Aham is just waiting. Everybody? When the Vachyartha Ahankara Aham is there in front of me, that is now this individuality, Lakshyartha Aham, that is Atma, is just waiting. That Lakshyartha Atma should come. If that Lakshyartha Atma emerges, Vachyartha Aham dissolves. Swami Paramarthananda very beautifully says. Ego means what? E-G-O, English. Ego. E, if you see old dictionary, is you. You go. So ego means you go. You, the individual person, has to go so that the Lakshyartha Atma comes up. Ego. So that real Atma, Ramana Maharshi says in the third and fourth line. He links the first and second line with Ahankara and Jiva Ishvara. Both are simultaneously will rise and simultaneously will set. But what is that real Atma? See there. Fourth line, last word. Ekam and first word, Sadvastu. Ekam Sadvastu is the real Atma. That Atma is one non-dual. That one non-dual, divisionless, existent principle. These are the words I have used previously. I'm bringing all together. That Ekam Sadvastu is the non-dual, divisionless, existent principle. You can add consciousness also, formless also. And how is that Atma? What is the nature of the Atma? Janmakshaya Shunyaha. Same line, fourth line. Janmakshaya Shunyaha. Free from birth and death cycle. Janmaha. You can easily understand. Kshayaha. Shunyaha means devoid of. No cycle, birth of Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. It's not there. Wherever Diyaha Punaha Punaha Udeti, Tatra punaha punaha janma karanamasti. When diyaha rises, one next janma registered. Diyaha dissolved, janma reduced. Again rises, one more. We know this shloka Bhajagovinda. If we don't know any other shloka, this shloka we know. Yes, Shankaracharya has told Punarapi Janam. So what? Ahankara is the cause for Janma. Because after anything, after whatever comes after Ahankara is all karma. I should be there to do the karma. Na? If I resolve the Ahankara, if Vachyartha Aham is dissolved, by replacing with Lakshyartha Aham, the superior Aham, where is Janma? Janma Kshaya Shunyaha. And what is that? Purnaha. Purnaha means complete, contentment, which doesn't lack anything. Atma, I, should not lack anything. Not that Atma. That Atma. That Atma means what? There is no that or this Atma. Atma means my own self. I should not lack anything in life. Purnaha means no lacking. Ahankara, eternally lacking, asking something or the other. So Vachyartha Aham will keep on asking you. Lakshyartha Aham is always complete, it will not ask. Kagga. ಬೆದಕಾಟ ಬದುಕೆಲ್ಲ ಚಣ ಚಣವು ಹೊಸ ಹಸಿವು ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಸಿರಿ ಸೊಗಸು ಕೀರ್ತಿಗಳ ನೆನೆದು ಮನ ಕುದಿಯುತ್ತಿಹುದಾವಗುಂ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ ಬೆದಕಾಟ ಬದುಕೆಲ್ಲ ಚಣ ಚಣವು ಹೊಸ ಹಸಿವು ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಸಿರಿ ಸೊಗಸು ಕೀರ್ತಿಗಳ ನೆನೆದು ಮನ. ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಮನಸ್ಸು? ಕುದಿಯುತ್ತಿಹುದಾವಗುಂ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. I want. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, this I want is in all of us like a tambura. I want. I don't know which Shruti it is. 6 or 7 or 8 agutte. They do some adjustment in the Shruti, in mobile and all they do. They talk some 0.6, 0.5, I don't know. What is that? So I want wife. I want husband. No, that is later. I want job first. I want promotion. I want change of job. Then only I will get wife or husband. Then I will get children. I want male children. Then if it is first male children, then I want second female. If it is female first, then I want second male. Because one is not sufficient. The other one will become lonely. This person only will have his own imagination. One should not be there, two should be there. As if that one is an asset. Two should be there. ಇರೋ ಸಂಬಳದಲ್ಲೇ ಸಾಕಾಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮಿಬ್ರಿಗೆ, ಇನ್ನು ಇಬ್ರನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Want is there. Swami Dayananda Saraswati beautifully says, what I want is varying from me and you, but the fact that I want continues eternally. I want something, you want something. That is common. That is like Atma, always there. I want is always there, but what I want differs. Eternally it's there. Purnaha, complete. So I, the Atma, I need not lack anything. I need not lack any situation in life. I need not lack, or I should not lack any people in my life, nor any status, etc., etc. I am complete. If somebody needs, I can lend because I am complete. but I should not wait for that completeness from somebody else, because transformer is within me, charger is in me. When I charge full, I can lend if somebody wants. And how do you lend that charger? Telling them you are also complete, not giving yourself. Purna, that Atma is Purna. Why do people think of being with many people? A person thinks of being with many people. Why? He thought, okay, this person will give happiness. It's not there. Okay, try other method. Roundabout term. Right? Because in and through, we know we are lacking something. The orientation is the problem. I am Purna Atma. I am complete by myself. I don't need anybody. This should be the thought process. Very nice. He says, Ekam sadvastuhu janmashunyah. That Atma is janmashunyah Purnaha. And what about Ahankara and Jagatishvara? He says in the third line, Dhiloka Janma Kshayadhama. Dhiloka Janma Kshayadhama. Dihi means Ahankara. Lokaha means Jagat and Ishvara. Kshaya means resolves. Dhamaha means a substratum, a place, a ground. So I, the Atmaha, Lakshyartha Aham, is a ground, a substratum for the other two. Other two means the Jagat and Ishvara. You remember Shvetashvatara Upanishad? Many times I quote. Mayeva sakalam jatam, mayi sarvam pratishthitam, mayi sarvam layam yati, tad brahmadmayam advayam. Mayeva sakalam jatam. I am the substratum. I am the substratum for Ahankara. I am the substratum for Jagat and Ishvara. Knowing this and having a transaction in the world will not create a problem. Knowing who you are and dealing with the people will not create a problem. Forgetting who you are the Lakshyartha Aham. Always keep that. That is the pole. On that, build whatever you want. You should be able to take it back when there is a problem. What will you take back? The Ahankara, the costume what you are wearing, you should take it back when there is a problem for Lakshyartha Aham. When the Lakshyartha Aham, that is Purna Atma Aham, when I don't know who am I, when the Ahankara is creating a problem, I will resolve back because I have projected. I have projected the universe. I have projected the Ishvara. When that is creating a problem in my life, I will take it back. That should be there. Next. In the 10th shloka, there is a kind of deviation. It is dedicated to you all. Ramana Maharshi dedicates this shloka to all of you. A worthy deviation. Ramana Maharshi also feels, I think all these 9 shlokas, he just went on attacking Ahankaras. Whether he attacked or not, I attacked. Because when I get chance, I should not leave. So here, a worthy diversion. And it is very important one. We will read. Bhavantu saddarshana sadhanani parasya nama kritibhis saparya sadvastu niprapta tadatma bhava निष्ठैव सद्दर्शनमित्यवेहि. So the first two lines are talking something different, a diversion. The third and fourth is connecting to Purna Atma. Let us see the third and fourth first and go to first and second. So he says the aim of Ahankara Vichara is what? Saddarshanam. Saddarshanam means knowledge of the truth. Knowledge of that Sat. Sat is equal to Brahma. What is Brahma? Ahankara Adhisthana. Don't forget that. Brahma is Ahankara Adhisthana. That is Sat. That is knowledge of the Sat. That is the aim of Ahankara Vichara. Ahankara Vichara is equal to Sat Brahma. Sat Brahma is equal to Adhisthana to Ahankara. In the fourth line, Nishtha is there. Nishtha. Nishtha means what? Nischayena avasthanam iti nishtha. Nischayena avasthanam iti nishtha. This is the nirvachanam. Shtha means avasthanam. That shtha means avasthanam. Sthanam is there. Sthanam is equal to abiding. Abiding. Ni means nischayena. Clearly abiding in myself. Clearly abiding in Brahman. Nishtha. What is that Brahman or Sat? He says Sadvastuni. Sadvastuni. That Vastu is called as Brahma, the reality. This is a technical word used in Vedanta. Usually Vastu means what? An object, a thing. But here Vastu means Brahma. In Vedanta, Vastu means Brahma, which is really there, which alone exists. That is called Vastu. Vastuni means in that Brahma which really exists, which alone is there, let me have the Nishtha, let me abide in that Brahma which is there. Shankaracharya in his Bhagavad Gita, wherever this word called Vasudeva comes, he beautifully uses this word. Vasudeva is derived from the root word called Vas. Vasati. Vasati means what? Vasati sarvada abadhyata trikale api tishtati iti vasati Vasudeva. Did you get? In which sloka? 7th chapter. Vasudeva sarvamiti. You have to see that bhashyam. 1 second, wait. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate Vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha is the shloka. So Vasudevaha, he writes, Vasudevaha sarvamiti. Ya evam sarvatmanam mam narayanaha prapadyete samahatma na tat samaha anyonyasmin adikaha va ataha sudurlabha manushyanam sahasreshu iti. 7th chapter he is quoting. He says Sarvatmanam mam Vasudeva. Sarvatmanam mam Vasudeva means what? Sarvada trikale api tishtati, which is there in all 3 periods of time. You see other people who write the commentary, Vasudeva just give the form. He says mam Vasudeva means that Brahman who you are, who is really existing as Sat, that is called Vasudeva. That word, whoever has Bahunam janmanamante. Bahunam, not only 1 or 2 births, many births. And that after the end of the birth, Jnanavan mam prapadyate. And Krishna uses the word Jnanavam. Natu bhaktya, natu karma yogaha, natu yogena. That word is not there. Jnanavan mam. Jivatma paramatma aikya bhavena. It is equal to Jnana bhavena. Jnana bhavena sa maha vasudeva sarvamitihi. Ahameva vasudeva means ahameva sat. Ahameva chit, ahameva ananda. Iti vasudeva. Trikale api sarvada tishtati. Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. That here Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi is also telling Vastuhu. That Brahman is Vastuhu. Means that is the only reality. And what is that Vastuhu as Brahm? How to attain that Brahmanishta? If you ask, he writes there, Prapta Tadatma Bhava. Beautiful word. Prapta Tadatma Bhava. It is an adjective to Nishtha. It is an adjective to Nishtha. Abiding in that state. Not country, state, Rajya. State means that Brahma. Abiding in that state. A state of knowledge. What type of knowledge? See there. Tad means Tad is equal to Sadvastu. Sadvastu. That is equal to Brahma. Brahma means I, the Atma. You should all connect this, because in this and the previous shloka, rearrangement we have to do. Lot of rearrangements. So Tat is equal to Sadvastu. That Sadvastu is Brahma. That Brahma is Atma. That Atma is I. Now he comes. Tad Atma. That Brahma eva I am. Brahma eva Atma. Aham Atma. Because abiding, I am using the word. Abiding means what? Going close to that, or abiding under. I am under the carpet. Or that is not abiding. It is not under the carpet nor in front of the person. It is not available experientially or under. It is have to be claimed as me. Tad vastu means tad atmaha, ahameva atmaha. Iti bhavana. See, this is the word important. Iti bhavana. It is a pure state of wisdom. Bhavana means not vritti. It is knowledge, awareness. One commentator writes, Bhavana is equal to darshanam. That is also a good way. Bhavana is equal to darshanam. A state of effortless knowledge. Praptaha means this effortless knowledge is acquired through ahankara vichara. This prapta bhavanaya, aham bhavanaya is acquired through ahankara vichara. So then what is saddarshanam? Saddarshanam is abiding in Brahman, which is a state of effortless knowledge possible through ahankara vichara. Saddarshanam is abiding in Brahman. Abiding in Brahman, which is a state of effortless knowledge gained through ahankara vichara. ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾರು ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸೂಪರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನಾರು ಇರಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಇರಬೇಕು. ಈ ವಸ್ತು ಬೇಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ವಿಗ್ರಹವೋ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಮೊಬೈಲೋ ಇದ್ರೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೋಗೋದೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಇದಿದ್ರೆ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ, ಚಾತುರ್ಮಾಸ್ಯವೇ ಬೇಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಚಾತುರ್ಮಾಸ್ಯನೇ ಬೇಡ. ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕೇ ಇದೆ ತಲೆನೋವು ಅಂತ. Remember, I use the word state of wisdom. Means effortless knowledge. See, always knowledge is displaceable. Knowledge is not displaceable, whereas experience is displaceable. Experience keeps on changing. knowledge remains always as Sadvastu. I am having a Sukha experience, it can be replaced by Dukkha experience. It can be replaced by Harsha, Shoka, Moha. And every experience can be a subjective experience, an objective experience. I am seeing laptop, I am seeing book, I am seeing pen. Each experience changes, but knowledge of a vastu, that is reality, will not change. Think. Your phone number, a knowledge of your phone number will not change at any time. I am happy. If I ask you, if you ask me what is my number, phone number, whether I am in a happy state or I am in a sad state, I will tell the same phone number. Because I am happy, I will not tell some other phone number, isn't it? If I ask you what is your name, if you're happy, you will tell the same name. If you're sad also, sadly, you will tell your name. That name is common. That comes through only knowledge, not by experience. Who am I? That effortless knowledge comes only, effortless state comes only through the knowledge. Experience are displaceable. So this is what he says. Sadvastuni prapta dadatma bhava. Bhava means ahameva satyam, ahameva brahma. Iti bhavaha nishtha. This is called Saddarshana Mitya Aha. This is Saddarshanam. Name of the text came. If you ask, we are not seeing any deviation from the previous shloka to this shloka. If you ask, now is the deviation, first and second shloka. How difficult is this Saddarshanam Jnanam? It is easy or difficult? If you ask, what you should do? You should not answer. As a Vedantic students, never you should answer straight. For whoever asks, don't answer straight. Ask always a counter question. Because a chance that you don't know the answer. So if you ask counter question, let them think. At that time, you can think the answer when they think. So the confusion comes whether the Atma Jnanam or Saddarshanam, otherwise here, is easy or difficult. Because the Shastra also are confusing us here. Each Upanishad talks about Atma Jnanam in a different way. Few Upanishads will say it is very difficult. Other Upanishads or Gita will say it is easy. Which one to believe? Katha Upanishad says Kshurasya Dhara. Walking on the path of knowledge is like walking on the razor's edge. Anytime you may fall. It is tough. Uttishtatha, Jagrata, Prapyavaran Nibhodata. Put effort, it will not come easily. See the contradiction now. Put effort, it will not come easily is what Katha Upanishad says. What does Gita say? Raja Vidya Rajaguhyam Pavitramidam Uttamam Pratyaksha Avaghamam Dharmyam Susukham Katrum Avyayam. Susukham. Rendu su potirukkaranga. It is easiest of the easiest. Ange paatha Kshurasya Dhara, walking on the razor's edge. Eppadi balance pandrathu? So that is why you should not answer. You should ask a question. For whom does Atma Vichara or Saddarshanam is difficult? For whom? You should ask for whom. The answer is simple. For unprepared person, it is difficult. For a prepared person, it is easy. For unprepared mind, understanding this knowledge is very tough. For a prepared mind, it is easy. Isn't it? For example, sitting down, crossed leg, is easy or difficult? If I ask, you should not answer. For whom you should ask? Isn't it? For people who are not used to sitting down, that itself is a project. You see many, don't mistake me, a joke. I need 5-10 minutes to complete. When people sit down crossed leg, let's say that you want to face me, and I want to face you. I am sitting already crossed leg down. This is my experience. That is why I'm telling you. People comment it. When I am like this, I have to just sit down, isn't it? ಹೀಗೆ ನಿಂತಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಹೀಗೆ ಕೂರ್ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ. ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಜನ? ಪ್ರದಕ್ಷಿಣೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೀಗ್ ತಿರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೀಗ್ ಕೂರ್ತಾರೆ. ನೋಡಿದೀರಾ? ನಾನೇನೋ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿರುಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದೊಂದು ಪ್ರದಕ್ಷಿಣೆ ಹಾಕಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕಾಲು ಕೈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದ್ 10 ಜನ ಬಂದ್ರೆ 8 ಜನ ಹೀಗೆ ಕೂರೋದು, ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೂರೋಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಯಾರು ಯೋಗ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೋ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಈಸಿ, ಇಲ್ದಿರೋರ್ಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಸೊ ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, if you are a prepared student or if you are having a prepared mind, it is easy to understand. So ahankara knocking off will not be a problem. If it is unprepared, every step in this process is difficult. That is what he is telling. Means what? What is the preparation? Same thing. Sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. Ramana Maharshi is also using. That is why I told it is dedicated to you. All these days, attacking only ahankara. Sadhana chatushtaya sampatti should be there. Varamahalakshmi Vrata has to be done. Nagu. Varamahalakshmi Vrata has to be done. Everything. Pavitrotsava has to be done. Don't forget, tomorrow Gayatri Japam. Everybody has to do 1008 times. Don't forget that. We have to do that. Dhiyo yona prachodayati. Dhiyo yona prachodayati. Prachodayati means what? Take me towards that. Push me towards that. Kutra? Where should the Veda Mata push me? Kama pushinga, Artha pushinga, or Dharma pushinga? Atma Jnanena push karoti. The Veda Mata has to push me towards Brahma Jnanam. Dhiyo yona prachodayati. That is why Upanayinam is called as Brahmopadesha. Already Brahma Upadesha should happen at the beginning by the father. Then it is easy to come to Vedanta. So Veda Mata knows this, that 90% of the people are like this. 99% of the people. So knowing this, Veda Mata prescribes various karma, various sadhana. That doesn't mean that you should take a lot of karma and upasana. Whatever is being prescribed, Sandhya Vandanam is fine. That itself is karma, upasana, everything. Suppose, let's say you have 2 hours of sadhana period every day. 2 hours you have. How do you balance? It should be like this. 1 hour I'll spend for Atma Vichara every day. The other 1 hour I'll split into puja, japa, dhyana, yoga, whatever it is. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So it is encompassing all the other sadhanas. It should not be 15 minutes of Atma Vichara. Understanding shloka itself will take 15 minutes. Iniki pandite. Atma Vichara aaj. It should not be like that. If you have many mantras, reduce that mantras to minimum and give focus more on Atma Vichara. Minimum puja. We are not selling no. Everything should be there, but focus more on this. So what does Ramana Maharshi is telling? He is also aware that for 99% of the people, entering into Ahankara Vichara is tough. It has to be done through Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti alone. See, this is another shloka where Ramana Maharshi takes from the Vedanta. Sadhana Chatushtaya word, he takes from that. Bhavantu Saddarshana Sadhanani. Aito, 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. Bhavantu Saddarshana Sadhanani. Bhavantu. May you continue the Atma Vichara after gaining sufficient chitta shuddhi. Saparya is there. Saparya means puja ityartha. Shri Vidya Saparya, Navavarna Saparya. Book ಕಟ್ಲೆ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. 20 ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ 30 ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ 40 ಶ್ರೀ ಪಾದುಕಾಂ ಪೂಜಯಾಮಿ ತರ್ಪಯಾಮಿ ನಮಃ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಪೇಜ್ ಅದೇ. Saparya means puja. What puja? Parasya. Parasya means Brahma puja. Ayyo, how to do Brahma puja? All this time I was thinking Nirguna Brahma, and now you are telling Brahma puja. Ramana Maharshi himself will say, Namakritabihi Saparya. Namakritabihi means Saguna Brahma puja, otherwise called as Ishta Devata puja. Ishta Devata puja, may you continue. Use puja, go beyond puja. Use karma, go beyond karma. Use upasana, go beyond upasana. Use jnanam, don't say go beyond jnanam, be in jnanam. Because ella beyond ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು beyond ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Use everything and go beyond. Use jnanam and be well established in atma jnanam. Om Sham Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.